Welcome to Jeke Live, and of course today, oh my goodness, this is gonna be one of the best shows of all time because I'm a man of surprises. You ask us for somebody, we bring them right here on the bench. Oh my goodness, director, take me straight to the show. Oh, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the fourth president. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you indeed, Jeff, and I want to start by greeting the fellow patriots of this great country and indeed say it is my pleasure to be here as your servant, as your president and leader of government, to indeed address what is affecting our nation as your leader. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Miguna, you've been saying a lot of things, you've called him names, you've called him a despot. He's right here, Miguna. The president, the Kenyans called for rain, he's right here.
You see, Jeff, one thing you must know is that fear is not part of my vocabulary.
What do you mean?
Yes, of course it's here.
Okay.
And I will lambast him
on
live TV. I will lambast him scathingly on live TV.
Okay.
Yes.
Miguna, raise one name.
Indeed.
Before we begin, this is your 8th year?
Indeed, this is our 8th year.
You're right here.
Our 8th.
And of course you had great support from William RUTO.
Indeed.
But people are complaining about your relationship. It's falling. It's no longer on bed of roses.
Well, what I would like to tell Kenyans is that we have a functional government that indeed is working for this great country. And our greatest concern is if we had a system that is not working. Of concern to myself and indeed my government and administration is our functions as mandated by the people of this great country.
Oh my goodness, Miguna. You have anything for the president?
Jeff, what do you expect from a despot?
Tell us.
Of course. Even fools knew this relationship would crumble.
What do you mean? You have evidence to put?
No. This was a prophecy. I told you right on the bench. When you called me.
But it's just saying they have a good relationship? He didn't talk about it?
Who told you?
Why are you getting the facts from Miguna?
Who told you?
Hey, say it.
It is self-evident.
Defend yourself.
Let us have a sober approach to issues, Jeff. And I wish you would moderate this better.
Okay.
Because we seem to be running out of control here. Our government and that the position of our government.
Alright.
And indeed the leadership of our Jubilee administration as was constituted and elected legally by the people of Kenya by a vast majority.
Elected by who?
And indeed after being taken to courts through in and out, we finally decided to set up a government, and we have done so. And we have been able to deliver not only on the big four agendas, but even on far more than that is achievable. So the concerns of saying
the government is delivering, Miguna.
Yeah. To start with.
Yes.
Elected by who?
The people of Kenya. They voted in the morning from 6 o'clock. People are voting.
People of Kenya.
They voted in writing twice.
Okay, are you living in Kenya yourself?
Okay, yes, Miguna.
Who doesn't know? Who doesn't know that?
Why? Miguna, say it. It's right here.
This is an illegitimate regime, and you know that.
Tell us why.
Jeff. The whole issue of looking at the past is something that we are beyond as leaders who are not only elected duly by the people of Kenya.
That's my president.
But indeed, indeed people who are not prisoners of their own desires.
Okay.
But indeed, we are servants of the people. When we dwell on the past, we have already had a handshake with my brother, Raila Odinga.
Yes.
And we are forging ahead, uniting the country.
Okay.
So when we have situations of people speaking like that, like Miguna is doing this, that is not progressive. We need to focus our energies on forging ahead. And the way forward for this great country is unity of purpose.
Miguna.
You see, Jeff, you are even saying that is my president.
My president, working president, has been able to deliver Miguna.
Jeff, you've actually called me for a family meeting on live TV.
The guy with the same name twice kept tweeting. I connected Jeff on Twitter. Miguna. President, you deleted your Twitter account?
I have not finished.
Okay. Bring it, Miguna.
Please keep quiet. Comport yourself. Keep quiet. I will talk.
Proceed.
Who doesn't know you are related?
What do you mean, Miguna? I'm not even aware myself.
You are bringing me to a show with your brother. So you people, you are combining efforts as a family to bull me. Now, you see, Jeff,
okay,
you are making it appear like some of these people are exclusive.
Not really big enough.
You know, there is no pedigree for being a president. Anyone can be a president, including me.
Why have
and so the so-called Mr. President, as you call yourself, Mr. President, take it from me once again that I don't fear you whatsoever. You are not God, and I will not kneel before
the military.
You see, I hope.
The army,
wait,
the police.
I am finished.
Oh my goodness.
I will finish. I will finish.
Finish up.
And I hope you saw my parenthesis. I hope you saw my gestured parenthesis, Mr. President.
Well, just to maybe give him a little bit of leeway, and indeed give him an ego boost by replying to his otherwise awkward take on our situation. But let me first of all begin by saying he is a bitter man. His bitterness, of course, comes out from the fact that he was in this country at one time illegally, and indeed we are a law-abiding country.
Yes, ma'am.
He had to be deported procedurally according to the law, and indeed that came to pass.
Yes,
so
President.
if he is bitter about being Canadian, being Kenyan, we cannot actually be able to do anything about it. So if he is bitter, then indeed let him remain so. We are in leadership. And Kenyans are asking, what is the government doing for us? As the Jubilee administration. That is my concern. That is what I am actually looking at for this country. Not shenanigans and big English words that indeed are supposed to bamboozle people on TV.
Oh my, Miguna.
He's talking of big words, big English words. We know very well that he has a certificate in animal husbandry. And so you can't.
That's what he did in school?
Yes, he has a certificate in animal husbandry.
Well, I think.
And of course, you can't talk where doctors talk. So when you talk of big English, I do understand.
With all due respect, Mr. Miguna was once a politician.
Yes.
He at least tried to be a politician by vying for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat.
Yes, we know
which
that.
he hopelessly lost.
Thoroughly. You lost him thoroughly.
He lost. Because politics and leadership are about passion. Not just thumping.
Yes.
And indeed with that kind of just thumping, you cannot be able to become a formidable leader.
Mr. President. Tell us about the riot demolition in Kariobangi. People sleeping outside.
Well, Jeff, it is my concern and that of my government. What every citizen of this country is facing. It is always my concern. And I am concerned deeply. And bear with anyone who is suffering for one reason or the other. But indeed, some of these issues are issues that are before the courts of law. And I may not be able to comment on them thoroughly. But indeed, the ministries involved and the CSs are on it.
When you talk about the court, the Simpson talking about the court, Maraga the other day just had a press conference accusing you for not defying court, for actually defying the court orders, Mr. President.
And actually I saw the CJ Maraga indeed insinuating on television that I have been nilimekuwa nikimkulisha blue ticks. Sasa mimi nifanye nini? What am I supposed to do?
Miguna.
You see, I did not come here to be lectured by the despot.
He's not been lecturing. He's been giving facts.
No. When you give him time,
giving issues.
When you give him time to be talking, while you only give me a second to say yes or no.
Oh my goodness.
You see, Jeff, I've always told you. I've always told you this a number of times. And this is where the Kenyan media goes wrong.
Okay.
You people are glorifying mediocrity.
What do you mean?
You see, when someone is coming to lie on live TV, that is working,
Okay.
while we know very well
All right.
that Kenyans are living in squalor.
Kenyans are suffering.
Yes. Now, when I use the word despot to describe him, I use that word
Okay.
because a more corrosive word that can well describe him has not been invented.
Oh my God.
Well, Jeff, let me begin by indeed outlining what we agreed upon with Kenyans when they elected us to office.
Okay.
One of the platforms that we were actually elected on was the economic stimulus and growing the economy tenfold,
Yes.
if not more.
Uh-huh.
Our administration came up with the big four agendas
Tell them.
that we have been focusing our energies on,
Okay.
and indeed are way over the line.
You're right.
Why not for the pandemic that has not only changed our way of thinking,
Okay.
our culture, our mannerisms, and indeed even affected businesses and the investments in this great country.
That's true.
If you look around, Jeff, our infrastructure record is bigger than any other government that has ever been since independence.
Miguna saying the other day that he could be the president of this country and he could live better than you. Miguna, what else could he do that the president hasn't done in 8 years?
You see,
what can he do?
To start with,
Yes.
I have integrity, he doesn't have integrity. And integrity is the breast milk
Okay.
of every leadership.
All right.
Integrity is the backbone of every leadership,
Okay.
which these people don't have.
Right.
And so this leadership,
Okay.
this is nothing. This is a club of despots who have come together, you see, to steal from us.
But you can prove what he has told him, Miguna. You've been writing online every time, saying, tweeting things and saying.
Yes.
But he's right here to defend himself, Miguna.
Okay.
Can you mention 3 things?
No. Let us go. I am still talking.
Let him explain himself.
I am still talking.
More quickly.
Okay, explain
see-
yourself, Miguna.
Jeff, the Kenyan economy right now
Yes.
is a moribund,
Okay.
a paper house that is almost crumbling.
Okay.
In fact, it has even collapsed.
Uh-huh.
And they are heaping blames
Okay.
on Corona, the current
Pandemic.
global pandemic.
Yes.
While we know very well
Uh-huh.
that the thieves
Uh-huh.
are working day and night.
Okay.
While we are sleeping, they are stealing.
Talking about the debt, Mr. President. When Moi left, we had a debt of 800 billion K shillings.
That is,
Went to 1.7 trillion.
That's-
That is when Kibaki left.
That's-
But now, under your leadership, it's over 5 trillion. What is happening, Mr. President?
well, Jeff, growing an economy is not constructing poetic worth like Miguna is doing here.
Okay.
It takes more leadership skills
All right.
to indeed grow an economy of an otherwise prospective country like the one we live in.
Okay.
Indeed, I have to recognize the fact that we do have a debt button. But our debt button can be shielded by our budgetary allocations.
Okay.
As you might be aware,
Okay.
Yukuriatani,
Okay.
the CS
Okay.
Finance, indeed,
Okay.
was able to deliver a very ambitious
Okay.
budget of over 3 trillion.
Okay.
And in that 3 trillion, we have considered not only economic stimulus, but indeed growing the economy, empowering Mwananchi,
Okay.
and indeed making sure that investors from not only around, but all over the globe come and invest in our great country, and indeed grow the economy.
Miguna.
Our debt is not for recurrent expenditure,
Okay.
but indeed for infrastructural growth, as you have seen with the standard gauge railway,
All right.
you have seen with the tarmacking of roads, opening up of non-existent roads.
Okay.
We have made strides in the economy.
Miguna, the other day you just treated, okay, Miguna, first of all, before you say that anything, you're complaining about the 100 million for artists. The 100 million.
I will
but
answer that.
Okay. Yes.
Before that,
Okay.
he was talking about the budget.
The budget. Yes.
We know very well
Uh-huh.
that these budgets that are read
Okay.
are mere razzmatazz.
Rosmators.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
these are razzmatazz.
Okay.
You see, it is like a jamboree, mere abdacadabra, which are meant to excite Kenyans, while nothing substantial comes out of it.
You talked about SGR.
I'm not talking about
Talking about the roads.
I'm talking about
infrastructure development.
talking
The
about
rate of employment created.
Now, coming to the
Our
artist's
record is
money,
unquestionable.
coming to the artist's money,
Okay.
we know very well,
All right.
including a first-year student in a law school,
Okay.
knows very well that is unconstitutional.
100 million.
Of course,
Why do you say it's unconstitutional?
what makes artists special? We have the peasantry,
Okay.
the mamamboga outside there,
Okay.
who have nothing.
Okay.
These artists
Okay.
are earning online
Okay.
from adverts
Oh my.
and are earning from YouTube channel.
Okay.
You still want to give them money.
The Mama Boy is also
While
selling
the
Boga too.
peasantry,
Okay.
Jeff,
some of them would
Yeah.
you know where they get their bogas.
Jeff, if you allow me,
President.
indeed,
Don't cut into my time. Don't cut into my time. I was
Indeed,
speaking.
Miguna here seems not to be at hand with what is happening in the country. If he has been listening to my addresses, and indeed that of my governments, on cushioning Kenyans against the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, he might have heard that we not only have been giving artists allocatory money, but indeed have been giving monthly stipends to disadvantaged citizens of this great country.
Wow,
we have been giving money in Mathare. We have given money in Kawangware. We have been giving money in Mukuru Kwanjenga.
Round of applause.
These people are really managing through the pandemic. Because all of us are affected one way or the other. So when Miguna here comes and starts yapping about things that he has no factual idea about, it actually looks very clumsy because we are working day and night to cushion Kenyans.
But people are saying that you're supposed to rather allocate the money to something else.
Well,
When did you decide?
if Miguna had done his research pretty well, he would have seen clearly that these monies have been allocated to ministries that actually talk about the issues of artists. So we just diverted funds that were already voted for the artists to them directly.
So the money belonged to artists?
It already belonged to them. So when Miguna comes and says here,
the money, you're saying the money belonged to the artists?
That is correct.
Regardless.
Indeed.
That money was meant for the artists.
Let me first of all handle the yapping statement that is making. Now, when you talk of yapping, who yaps more than you? You see, these are people who have mastered PR.
You know, this is a president?
And they stage like angels.
Oh my goodness. Now, when he starts speaking like that now, your maneno sasa, it looks like
I'm still talking. I'm still talking. Who is rude? Who is rude more than you?
Finish.
I know you have your ubiquitous. You have your ubiquitous thugs around. I know.
As the president, so he has the army, the police, the military behind him,
Not the army, not
so
the
you better be careful of what you say.
He does not need to worry about that.
I want to see me show counsel Miguna.
The way they handled me, those are not armies.
He speaks once, they show his counsel of Miguna.
You see, Jeff, these people came to my house in the night.
So they just sent him?
More than 50 thugs in plain clothes.
Oh my, Tell us, Miguna.
And they destroyed my house with detonators and abducted me and put me in communicado. Now, is that constitutional? You see, Jeff,
allow me, he's speaking with a lot of pauses, and we really have got to move forward. We cannot stagnate in one place because our vision and of course, vision and mission has always been to move forward. When Miguna was deported, and that was done within the legal framework of our constitution.
Are you a lawyer?
And I have advised.
Are you a lawyer?
I have people I have put in place to actually look at the legal systems and tell me the jurisdiction of this and this particular case. We were told to deliver Miguna. He was not with us. He was in the airway. He was here illegally and was indeed taken to where he belonged. I have nothing more to say.
You're where you belong, Miguna.
He can yap all day.
But President, before Miguna speaks, no artist to date has received 100 million. Not even a share, not even a cent.
We not even
None of them has received.
We not even receive.
Where's the money?
Well,
We not even receive that money.
well, systems are working, and we are actually
System.
working
Up to how
to
long?
make sure that our artists
Up to
Uh-huh.
who
when?
not only promote the image of our country, indeed show through patriotism,
Okay.
through their little works,
Okay.
be they comedians,
The
be
culture.
be they musicians,
Uh-huh.
be they pencil artists.
Yes,
We indeed have no scarcity of artists. And as government, we recognize their important role that they play.
You're right.
And we are working day and night
Okay.
to make sure that these good ambassadors of our great country are cushioned against the adverse effects of the pandemic. I hope that answers your question.
Dr. Miguna. Nothing to say?
You see, Jeff,
Okay.
in the first place, that money will not reach anywhere.
Why do you say so? Why do you say the money is going to get to artists?
That money will be swallowed before it reaches the artist.
Who's going to swallow it?
Of course, you know.
Are there people under him?
You see.
So not him?
You see,
Of course.
So give us the details, Miguna.
when we speak
Not
things
giving you
here,
the details. Now,
Okay.
for example,
Okay.
when he says,
All right.
I'm not a Kenyan,
Uh-huh.
you see, this
No.
man here,
it
Uh-huh.
is not.
well, I accept the fact that
Okay.
I come from a peasantry background.
Okay.
And it was because of my academic acumen
Uh-huh.
that I scaled through the ladders. I
Uh-huh.
went to high school,
Okay.
to universities, did
Uh-huh.
PhD, became a solicitor and a barrister.
Right, Miguna.
It is because of that that I got a scholarship
Uh-huh.
and I shared a school with him.
Okay.
Of course, he rose from a bed of roses.
Okay.
He's older than me.
Uh-huh.
And when we were in school, he was in class 8,
Okay.
while I was in class 6.
Okay.
And a test was done.
Okay.
The then test was called YESMA.
Okay.
So we did YESMA. I was called.
I remember just mathematics was very tough.
I,
You did just math.
so I was the brightest student in my class.
Uh-huh.
So I was called
Uh-huh.
to go and do the YESMA exams
Okay.
with the candidates, and
Okay.
he was one of them.
Uh-huh.
Jeff, guess what happened?
What really happened? Tell us.
I beat him scathingly.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
Guy
this
was
is a
sent them
failure.
twice. Ah.
This is a failure.
my.
Now, after failing
Uh-huh.
class 8,
Okay.
he was pushed
Okay.
to secondary school
Okay.
where he failed terribly.
Uh-huh.
After that,
All right.
someone rigged for him a chance.
Okay.
Then he went and did certificate in animal husbandry.
Well, Jeff, when Miguna speaks like that, indeed, and says he's a solicitor,
Uh-huh.
the thing he has
Is it a
quite
lie?
managed to have mastery of soliciting is propaganda.
Okay.
And he did raise them on Twitter. Na ndio nilitoka hiyo matwitter yenu hiyo na Facebook na manini.
They bullied you.
Yes,
On Twitter.
hizo mameme mnaweka na Miguna huko mameme.
Uh-huh.
I do not want to go that direction. So when Miguna says ilifanya hiyo, I did what? I asked him to bring table evidence.
You
The
see,
lawyer. Uh-huh.
Jeff,
Yes.
I did not only chase him from social media,
Okay.
I also chased him from TV.
Uh-huh.
Because every time he puts on TV,
Okay.
I am there deconstructing him.
And it just you off the country. You chased him twice, he chased you once
Now,
and for all.
I
Who's more powerful?
chased him legally.
And he chased you without you seeing him.
Well,
You didn't even see him.
he chased me with Torah.
He sent people.
Well, you see,
he said-
You work for
Jeff,
yourself, some people work for him.
You
sent his star.
You
Alright.
see, Jeff,
Okay.
when Miguna stands here and just thumbs that he's always on television,
Uh-huh.
well, kukunywa chai kwa kila show in every TV station is
So you
not
think
an
I don't
achievement.
have tea? I can't afford tea. You think I can't afford tea?
Oh my goodness. Kept tweeting economic Jeff on Twitter and then told me economic Miguna, today you have no
You think I
facts.
can't afford tea?
You can say all the things you can do. Uh-huh.
You see, Jeff,
Uh-huh.
this is where I normally differ with you every now and again.
What do you mean?
The first place,
Okay.
the first thing I've always told you
Okay.
is that you can't pigeonhole me
Uh-huh.
to answer questions the way you want them.
Okay.
I get in that.
All right.
Second thing, you can't bamboozle me.
Okay.
You know, I'm not like the guest you bring here.
Okay.
And you twist them.
But you got to respect me, brother president.
No, I don't.
You got to respect the OGs.
No, like I told you. Who's president? I'm still speaking.
And indeed, the fellow Kenyans of this great country, Miguna, is not.
President, let him finish.
I'm still speaking.
Okay.
Finish up. Maliza.
Why can't you behave like one?
Maliza.
Finish up, Miguna.
Finish up.
Yeah. That's why I keep telling you.
Okay.
Someone like you still need to go to school.
Oh my
because you look like you're not competent enough.
I went to school. I read books, Miguna.
You've read which kind of books?
Oh my, you
no,
I've written books.
Maybe you've
just like you.
Maybe you only read pornographic books.
Oh my goodness.
And you think
I'm a journalist, Miguna.
And you think that's enough?
Journalism profession. The most neutral journalist.
Journalists were professional.
I'm never biased.
You forgot everything you read when the moment you think.
I'm professional. I'm never biased.
But you're biased. Everyone knows you're biased.
Nobody knows. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Yes,
to
President.
start with, this nation's patriotic duty is that of every citizen.
Okay.
And without an out of doubt,
Okay.
I wish to clearly and categorically tell you that he does not love this country. He has nothing positive to say about our great nation.
You heard that?
And indeed, by so doing, you cannot expect any positivity coming out of him.
Okay.
And indeed, those are the things that are drawing us backwards
Yes.
when our triumph is to chart the way forward.
Okay.
Miguna cannot be a leader in this great country because he does not love it. He is always talking about everything negative about this
Miguna, you hate your country. You hate your country.
He hates it. He doesn't like
You hate your patriot, Miguna.
I am a Kenyan citizen by birth.
But you're not a
Is he a
patriot.
patriot?
From Kisumu County, Kano, Apondo.
Okay.
Now,
Canadian.
if he's saying
Canadian.
that I can't be anything
Okay.
throughout his schooling,
All right.
throughout his life in school,
Okay.
he never became anything. He never
Okay.
even became a bell ringer.
He who loves Miguna. You know what the proverb?
He never even became
He's
a
loving
bell
us.
ringer.
Okay.
Why not for his father?
Okay.
He would be nothing.
Kicheko cha mwisho ndio ile mzuri kabisa Miguna. You know that?
Probably would be working in some butcher somewhere.
Ulicheka mapema saizi unalia Miguna.
Who is crying?
Alilia mapema anacheka saizi.
Who's crying?
Oh my goodness. You are amazing every time. Always complaining.
Miguna should actually look at the situation with a more positive approach.
Okay.
Because our mission, and I repeat,
You're right.
is to grow the country.
Okay.
In not only leaps and bounds, but indeed empower our youth, give our women places to work, mamambogas to put in. Indeed empower our young girls who are in law school. Indeed focus on championing sportsmanship in this great country.
That's right.
Indeed conserve our great wildlife that not only attracts tourists to this great country, but indeed brings us foreign revenue. When we start shenanigans of soliciting propaganda and pundits here saying that we are actually losing the track. And my government is focused on developing this country. And no one, Jeff, no one shall focus that ship. Not even shenanigans who are yapping like you. Now, and you're telling him to abadilishane kufia. You need to tell him that.
What do you mean? You're not entering private affairs. You are lacking points to say. Full of rumors. Mumbo jumbo. Hogwash.
Like I said, Jeff.
Because you have nothing to say.
Like I said,
It's very clear. Kenyans are watching.
Now,
It's like we live on air. You have nothing to say.
Like I said, Jeff.
Let me tell you something. Let me talk.
All right.
Let me talk. I will speak. Please let me talk.
It's not about heavy English.
I will speak. I will speak.
Okay.
It is not a matter of development.
Right.
Which development? When Nairobi County is looking like a dustbin.
But I've seen roads.
Which development? When the traffic jam is as thick as Mokimo.
Because many people are buying cars. Economy is going big. That's why I'm having money for buying their own cars.
If buying cars are frustrating him further.
The more cars in the world.
Further. So
Uh-huh.
what's the benefit?
What is what are you
Now,
supposed to do?
if
Jeff.
what should help you is cursing you, what's
Okay.
the benefit of that?
Jeff,
Yes, the president.
Jeff, just to reply to that, and it is a concern of not only him,
And because of time, we need to rush.
but indeed many Kenyans as well.
Okay.
We recently signed an agreement with the governor of Nairobi County, and indeed have a great leader
Alright.
who is from the army,
Which great
that is
leader?
indeed transforming this great county, which is
Okay.
our Kenya country's capital,
Okay.
to become the cradle of Africa. So Nairobi is way on its track, and indeed you'll be seeing the results by the end of this year.
You have the Miguna. Miguna, what? Let's not forget because of time. Miguna, because of time, one word of the country.
Fellow majestic Kenyans, let us come together. Viva. Let us deal with the despotic duos. He must go.
Let me wind up.
The president, wind us up. Give them some nuggets of wisdom.
Fellow Kenyans, I am particularly excited and indeed thankful to each and every one of you for your resilience, and I really truly appreciate the effort that everyone has been playing, especially in these difficult COVID-19 times, and indeed are going to be focusing on indeed cushioning Kenyans from this disease and the economic ravages, and I'm sure that we will all make it through and we shall rise again. I know most of you are waiting for 1824. You're waiting for Claret. And I know you can only wait to go to Mugithi wa Samido. Lakini hiyo yote, it can wait until at least this pandemic is over. Because as a country, we are affected and we will get back to our normal lives and indeed move forward. Wale wanangoja kuenda kwa calligraph, we shall be able to do that.
Oh my goodness, Miguna, thank you so much for coming, bringing us ratings.
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh my goodness, always speaking things as they are.
Speaking facts.
Oh my goodness, the guy with the same name twice. Follow him on Twitter
Undiluted and edited.
at the Tari Miguna. And because the president sort of treat him.
But with no equivocation.
We thank the president so much because we looked for him for months. But finally, thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Asante sana.
Also see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Miguna. It's good to laugh.
That's it for the show.
Laugh a little, Jeke.
That's all for the shot tonight. A Canadian Jeff. Follow us on Twitter and of course, subscribe to your YouTube channel. Hit like, subscribe, mention, talk something. And of course, next week, tell us who you want to see on the bench. Until next time, it's Jeke Live.